Last time on Let's Play Chrono Trigger! We defeated Lavos, I think 15 times for the different endings or something like that? Hooray! But if you manage to trudge your way through the insane load times of the PlayStation version of the game, or you just waited 10 years for the DS version, you get a new FMV of the ending. Some people like to call it a retcon. I prefer to think of it as a supplement, an amendment to the ending, if you will. There's a couple key amendments to the ending that influence the story of Chrono Cross, so I thought I would show you them. Wasn't Marley a blonde? No, that's not one of the amendments. Maybe that was just Luca and she let her hair down. It's just an award ceremony, right? What are they going to do now? Fight? Just like Goku and Chi-Chi's wedding in that one episode of Dragon Ball. That episode was pure gold. Funniest thing in the world. Frog's theme in PlayStation format, I guess. Oh, he's human. I guess this must be the ending where they killed Magus. That king looks just like the king in the Zelda, what was it, the CDI, or whatever those games were? Oh, God. Frog with green hair, or Glenn, I suppose. Green hair on a guy, it just doesn't work for me. Rydia, that's one thing. Glenn, just doesn't work for me, I'm sorry. Has Marley had her eyes closed this whole time? I mean, it's like Chrono is setting her up. I mean, if I can't talk, you can't look, Marley. Okay, Marley, just keep your eyes closed a little longer. Okay, you can open them now. Surprise! We're getting married! What? No, just kidding. Yeah, what was she doing? Walking down the aisle with her eyes closed. Oh, well, I guess they had that marriage tradition back then, and plenty of balloons. Oh, cuz! Did they even have balloons back in 1000 AD? Oh, and there's Luca with a little mini robo thing that doesn't do a nice Uzi punch, but what's that? A baby with a nice shiny rock on it. That doesn't look suspicious at all. Yeah, that's one of the little amendments they made to the game. Just keep that in mind, viewers. And they lived happily ever after. Or did we? Who's that guy? Well, it was long since speculated that that guy with the long hair was Dalton after being sucked into the dimensional vortex. Thanks to the DS version of the game with the additional dungeon, it's pretty much confirmed. Dalton returned to Poor, built up an army there, overthrew Guardia, and stole the Masamune. How? I don't know. I mean, we could speculate, but as far as Chrono Cross is concerned, Poor is in charge of the Zenin continent now. That's why they called it the Zenin Bridge. It was the Zenin continent. So let's take a look at the intro to Chrono Cross. If you don't like hearing me talk over one of the greatest tracks of all time, there's probably a video on YouTube without the commentary, or you could just download the music or play the game. I mean, in fact, I encourage you to pick up this game and play along with me, viewers. Just a fair warning, though. I mean, this game is very different from Chrono Trigger. And I'm not just talking about the battle mechanics, but the whole mood and atmosphere of the game is different. I happen to love both games, but for very different reasons, and I'll go over that as I play the game. I wonder if the reason they're so different was the translation, you know? I mean, Woolsey had his own vocabulary, his own way of adding charm and silliness to his translations, which I liked, by the way, but I would have to imagine that in the original Japanese script, you know, an evil alien parasite bent on sucking life out of our planet, somehow that strikes me as being a very dark game. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Now, just so you know, I intend on showing you how to recruit all 44 characters as well as all of their techs, except for one tech. I won't be able to show it, but I think I'll be able to at least tell you how to get that one. Now, if you have any questions about the game's mechanics or anything you'd like me to explain as I go along, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Just don't bother asking how I'm going to play the game because, well, you'll find out eventually anyway. But if you have a question that involves spoilers or if there's something that you need an explanation of the plot of, well, don't post that in the video description, just send me a private message and I'll try to answer that as best I can. Speaking of the plot, this game seems to be about as polarizing as Final Fantasy VII. I mean, most people I've talked to either love it or hate it. Now that said, if you don't like the game, well, then frankly, keep it to yourself. Don't watch the videos. I'm trying to have fun here, and I'm trying to help other people have fun with the game. Don't ruin it for the rest of us, please. We just want to have a good time here. Otherwise, if you enjoy this, then I welcome you to Let's Play Chrono Cross! I'll be starting it sometime this week, and then we'll get on with it. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!